can not use the center bit. But again, I'm a dumbass, so I'm just gonna like take this and just kind of put it all in there. All right, how is it going, everybody? We are going to start the stream. No, you should not be able to hear me. Sorry, Sarah's giving me some looks. How's it going? I feel like everything should be coming through. If nothing's coming through, but anyways, hello and welcome. It's the Dangerous Play Alone. I'm just cooking some stuff. I'm gonna make some chili. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. Sarah, can you? My head is getting cut off. Can you like tilt the camera up a little bit? You might have to. Oh, yeah. There's like a ball joint. That's the bit. Yeah. Watch that. Cool. So we're gonna be making some chili. I have been making this, or we've been making this pretty much every weekend since like the beginning of 2020. I mean, I think there's like maybe a couple weekends where we didn't, but otherwise this was like the food we ate all the time. So I posted a ingredient list on Discord, but I'm not super sure if you know. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm gonna start off just by cutting up a bunch of stuff, I guess. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing this by ear. Right? So yeah, we're just gonna. So this starts off pretty easy. It's really just kind of like cooking up some meat. So I just have some beef, I guess. I don't know. And then I'm just gonna like kind of cut up a bunch of the stuff, cook off the beef. Put all the veggies and whatnot in that. Can you lift the thing up? No, just the screen. Just it lifts up. Yeah. Thank you. Awesome. I realized I didn't do that, and I couldn't see myself, and I was like looking over at the screen over there. Anyways, we are good. So we're just gonna kind of start cutting some stuff, I guess, right? Right? How's everybody doing? Tall problems. Yes, tall problems. It's a little, I mean, like, I kind of also just have this problem with the table in general. I kind of like feel like I need every single surface to just be lifted up a couple inches. I want it to be like here, right? I want to be like cutting up here, not, it's fine. I guess I don't actually have direct chat. I only have the stream chat. That's a problem. I guess, yeah. Somebody asks a question or something.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna start by cutting. So, good old swap there. Now, yeah, so I just have like a jalapeno. I'm just gonna start cutting that. Thanks, man. Spent a decent amount of time on it. I got like, I think I posted a picture in the Discord, but I have like an iPhone right here that is kind of pointing at this. I have a Logitech random webcam over on that side, and then we have like the camera that we got for like actual camera stuff. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of go. So I'm just like kind of cutting up the jalapenos. I use all of the seeds because I'm stupid. You can definitely not use them. I'll probably cut the second one in a way that you don't have to use the seeds. But you know, for the most part, this is what I do. But like you can kind of, I've seen people. I've never done this because again, I'm kind of dumb. But I've seen people do this kind of thing. And like this is what I've done with like bell peppers and whatnot to kind of like get rid of the seeds, because bell peppers, it's like super bitter, and then you just kind of like have these like bits of jalapeno that you can cut up, and you can not use the center bit. But again, I'm a dumbass, so I'm just gonna like take this and just kind of put it all in there. But otherwise, like yeah, you can now like kind of cut this however you want. I don't tend to cut it like too thin, because this does sit in the oven for like, I don't know how long does this sit in the oven? Sorry, this doesn't sit in the oven. It sits like on the stove for, I don't know, at least 3 hours, 4 hours. So it's like I don't want to cut things up too small, or else they just kind of like disappear. But yeah, so I'm just gonna like kind of keep cutting up these jalapenos, and I'm also not gonna wipe my hands on my face because I just got spicy food. You know. How's where did we get our knives? I think Sarah can actually answer that. I think you need to come over to this side to answer with the. You just need to like so I think because this is a Bob Kramer knife, right?
It says on the side.
All right, it does. No, it just says made in Japan. Oh yeah, Kramer. Bob Kramer from Zwilling. This was a Christmas and or birthday gift.
It was a Christmas gift. They had a super sale on their fancy knives.
But yeah, so this was a nice little Christmas gift from Sarah. So it was when I kind of started getting into cooking, I guess. I don't know, 2 years, 3 years ago now. Yeah, this is kind of I don't know, the knife that we got. The other thing too is like I used to not cook at all. Brock, you probably remember this. I was like the guy in the office that just hated cooking and never wanted to do it. And now we cook all the time. So things change. I'm just gonna cut up the onion now, I guess. So I use like a whole red onion for this because it's easy. I think like the recipe that I initially followed had half an onion, but what are you gonna do with the half of the rest of an onion? I don't know. So I just use the whole thing because it makes it easier. And then math is fun. Yeah, this is by far the best knife we have. I've been wanting to replace this one for a while. It's like this like PC.
It's Loblaws.
I know, it's a PC Loblaws knife. It's fine. And then this is one that I think I got for Christmas again.
Our first chef's knife.
Yeah, the first chef knife we got. I think Jackie got it for me,
yeah.
Sarah's sister. It's nice. It's a very good knife, and I would highly suggest it. But this one's a lot nicer. It's a lot nicer. But I mean, it's make the food. Don't let the food make you. That is, I guess that's it's like if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball type thing. Is that the same kind of like advice that you're giving me? But yeah, so I'm just gonna peel the onion. Sorry? Switch cameras. Okay. Oops, nope.
There you go.
Alright, I'm just gonna peel the onions again. Ugh. Alright, and then, so with this, just really kind of cutting it a little bit. I don't really know. I'm just deep. It's the deepest shit that we get into when cooking. That's why I like cooking. So I'm just gonna like not super small onion, but just kind of like, just kind of like this. I don't know what that's called, but I just dicing. I don't know. I'm not a chef. I'm gonna pretend I am. I don't know what the hell any of this is, but I just cut it like that. I don't know the technical terms, and that's honestly like I think one of the things that got me into cooking was that I realized it doesn't matter, and I thought everything was like super precise and like chefs were these super smart people, and they are super smart because they make amazing things, but like to make something that's just random in your home, it's not too crazy, and you don't need to really give a shit, and I like that. So that's all the onions. I'm actually gonna get another bowl. Put the onions in the bowl. So I clear up some cutting space. All right. So we have our jalapenos over there. We have our onions cut. Last thing I'm gonna do. So I did not. I was gonna say. I don't know what I was going to say, but I did not include these in the ingredient list, but I'm just going to put 3 shallots in because we had them and they're delicious. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So I'm just gonna cut the shallots. And the other thing that we can also start doing if we want is we can start putting the meat on the oven. Normally I would probably be doing this, but because we're doing a stream, I kind of want to like get everything set up first and then start the oven. Just because I don't want to like be juggling 9 different things as well. But just letting you know, normally I'm doing the dumb thing where I do like 9 things at one time. Which is, everybody says like, oh, you can't, you have to have everything in place before you don't really have to. You probably should, as I said, you should. Because it definitely ends me up in positions where I don't necessarily have everything good to go. My hair is getting in the way. It's very annoying.
You want a hair tie?
I don't want a hair tie because I don't really want to know if I can wear a hair tie because I've never worn a hair tie in my life. That's actually a lie. I was definitely dressed up by I don't know. I had I think it was my dad's. I think it was my babysitter Elise, but they definitely put me in hair ties when I was really young and sent me out in front of my family. When I was, I don't remember how old I was, but it was definitely the 5-year age type thing. I don't know. You do that to kids anyways, right? It's I don't know, whatever. All right, so we're just gonna cut up the shallots. I just realized, so I do have this bowl here of just garbage, and that's just all the shit that you don't actually want to cut. And I realized that I put my onions right beside the bowl of garbage. And that's dangerous. Throw a bunch of garbage in my onions, or food in the garbage. All right, so just gonna cut these up super quick. How's everybody's New Year going? How's the New Year been to you so far? Because so far, it's been great. We slept in. Didn't really do much. We watched Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. So we watched the new. I don't know how many episodes in the new season. Probably 4 or 5 last night. And then these are just Scotch bonnet peppers. Really, you can put any pepper in this. I would probably stray away from bell peppers are probably fine. They probably add a bunch of flavor. But I really, really like the spiciness of Scotch bonnets. I've tried habaneros and ghost peppers as well, and I don't like the flavor that they kind of bring to the dish. So I find that I just kind of tend to throw a little bit more Scotch bonnets in because it gives the flavor and the spice, and it's great. But really, I'm sure if you got some ancho chilies or anything like that, anything with a little bit of spice, but kind of within that pepper family, I'm pretty sure would go great here. This is just my favorite, and I put 2 of them in. I actually do put 3 of these in. There was one time when Sara was away, and I made chili soup, and I made this dish, and I think I put 5 jalapenos and 3 Scotch bonnets on it or something like that, and it blew me away. I loved it. It was so tasty. Definitely kicked my ass, but I also simmered it for. I think I said this needs to simmer for about 3 hours, which is when we're gonna play Dead Space 3. And then we're gonna come back to this and plate it after that. So once we're done playing Dead Space 3, we're gonna plate this, and then I'm gonna eat it because it's delicious. But I let it simmer for much longer than 3 hours. I think it was 6 hours or 8 hours or something like that. And it was glorious. I'm just gonna kind of roughly cut these up. Honestly, I haven't figured out a good way to cut up those peppers because they're so small and all of them are crazy different. right? Like if we, I guess actually all of these are kind of roughly the same. They come in a lot of different shapes. So, you know, come in a lot of different shapes, but it's fine. So, Happy New Year's, Arun Jr. It's Peter's cousin. Yeah. How's it going, dude? Happy New Year. How was your New Year's? What'd you get up to? I was just saying we watched Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which has been pretty good. I'm honestly like kind of disappointed in season 4. Like it's a lot of the same, but it's a good show. I really like the show, and I think I'm happy with it. So what am I doing now? Oh, garlic. Let's cut up the garlic. This is all kind of going in at the same time, so I don't really care if I mix those together. Once we start cooking, it's kind of like you just put all this stuff in, and then you put the onion in, and then like some tomato paste, and then you just kind of fill it up with a bunch of the other things. So I'm just gonna open up some garlic. I think I said 3. So I don't actually have measurements for pretty much anything. It's like I said 3, but it's really just however many garlics look good. But probably like a minimum of 3. Like I would probably go to the store and buy some more. So I'm just gonna peel these in the less annoying way. This is actually probably all good to take out those mini ones. This is probably all good to go there. I'm also not a very clean cook, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm getting some sass from Sara. Crush the garlic, and then it becomes really easy to peel because it's flat. You do like change the garlic a little bit, and like it lets out a bunch of the shit that's good, but you know, I don't really care. I'm kind of like so one of the mods on Deepal, Hertz, his wife is a chef, and I'm kind of like, she said apparently she's working during the stream, and I'm kind of happy about that, and also terrified because I'm probably gonna put this on YouTube later. If you're watching this on YouTube, hey. And Hobbs, if you're watching this on YouTube, please be nice. Be nice. I'm just kind of cutting this up a little bit. That's probably good. I don't know. A little bit more. I don't know. One thing I was thinking about this is that like we made gumbo a few weeks ago, and there was like peppers and celery in kind of like the base of the dish, and I'm kind of like wondering if I need to put more in the base, because this is really it. Like this is kind of, you know, you just have onion, garlic, hot peppers, or peppers really. Again, make them hot. It's just better. And then I guess I have some shallots, which are really just kind of like more onions. But yeah, no, I guess let's jump over to the oven, shall we? So this part's pretty easy. It's really just kind of cooking the meat. I don't really add, I don't know why I'm going for the oil. I don't really add any oil or anything. I just kind of cook the meat, just put it on. I've tried adding like salt at this point, but the thing with salt is that it just kind of like draws out moisture. And you'll see like ground beef, it just has a lot of moisture already, and it'll just come out. So like I don't really see the huge benefit. I mean, like, granted, salt makes it taste super tasty, but like I'm gonna salt the shit out of the soup later, right? So it doesn't really matter, because it's all gonna get like this beef is just gonna, I'm really just kind of cooking it off right now. I'm gonna put it in a bowl, and then once that's done, like I just put everything in the same bowl and just kind of cook it down. for that 3 hours. So, yeah. And I found that it just really adds more moisture because then it just draws out more and it just gets more liquid. I think I should have been cooking this earlier in retrospect, but I did kind of want to do the prep and then do the cooking. Yeah. So the other things that we also do is, I guess I can kind of talk about toppings a little bit while the stove heats up. But we do put avocado on it afterwards if you don't stick around for the end. So many cameras. Yeah, it's this weird thing where I've just kind of collected cameras apparently over the years. We can even do one that has stove and prep. So now you see all of them. But we don't really need prep right now. But yeah, so we're just kind of cooking this. What was I talking about? I was saying something. I had a point. I forgot what it was. New Year. Anybody have any like big goals for 2021? I think I thought of one. It's not really a big like life goal or anything. I just want to land a kickflip. I kind of like landed a pop shove it, or a shove it. Didn't really land it. I like landed on it and I was scared that I was on the board and like kind of jumped off, but like it felt comfortable, it felt good. I think I can do it again type thing. Yeah, I think kickflip or heel flip. Probably kickflip. Hey Chris, how's it going? We're done. We did all the cutting stuff. I guess I'll put that on. So yeah, we have our garlic, our onion, our jalapeno, our scotch bonnets, and our shallots. And now we're just kind of cooking off the meat, waiting for that to kind of brown up a little bit, and then we're gonna kind of throw all this in there. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! So I was thinking actually. So this is like one of those kind of like weird ideas that I have. There was a website that was constantly posted on Twitter over this year that was like, "Is 2020 over yet?" And it was just like all the shitty things that happened in 2020. And I was thinking, you know, it'd be cool. Let's make a website that just says all the cool things that happened in 2021 instead. Not that, I don't know. Just tired of focusing on the shitty stuff. Because yeah, shitty things happen every year, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. Shitty things, whatever. You know what I mean. Trying to be a little bit more optimistic, I guess. Yeah, even just the weird things, right? Like, I don't know. Like there was that, who was it, John Krasinski or whatever? He put out the good news thing that got bought out and then kind of completely died. I think it started up again like last week or something like that. I remember reading.
There's a Christmas episode, I think.
That might have been it. It might have been a Christmas episode. Yeah, just kind of like the cool stuff that came out this year or whatever.
Like
or
Soul.
happened. Sorry?
Like Soul.
Yeah, Soul. We did watch Soul. Soul was. I think the more I think about that movie, the more I think it's amazing. I still am a little slightly disappointed in it, but it's sorry, disappointed. Sorry, I didn't explain my thought there. I think Soul missed a lot of the Pixar quirks that I kind of expect from Pixar.
I mean, that was the
I think if you want to chat, I think you might come over. I don't know if they can hear you from this mic. If anybody can confirm if they can hear Sarah. Yeah, I don't know. It was I think the premise and the execution and pretty much everything about it are like super Pixar. But I'm just gonna hang out at the door.
Just standing at the door. I don't know where I am.
You're not in frame.
There's too
yeah,
many.
See, yeah, you can. It's over there. You see the.
Oh, hi, me. Hello. It did that cute quirk with they put they sent them to the little bubbles, and in each of the bubbles they got personality traits.
Yeah.
And they started creating, extra dramatic types of people. And you're right, it could have done more of its usual Pixar quirks, but sometimes I think they try and play it safe too.
Yeah, and I don't think they played it safe with that movie at all. I don't know. There's something about it that, like, there's like this kind of magic I get from something like Toy Story or Incredibles or I don't know, even like Wall-E and stuff, right? Where like there's just kind of like these little things about it, and I feel like it was almost kind of by premise, where like the characters of Pixar movies are always so cool and interesting, and we didn't really get a lot of that with Soul, because the whole point about the characters are that they're like these blank souls, right? Like I don't really know. I know who 22 is, but like her character didn't really come out in the animation, I guess.
Maybe that's for
I don't know.
too.
Maybe.
I think the problem too is it's really similar to Inside Out in a lot of ways, and it didn't quite hit that same level.
And I feel like Inside Out just did a lot more of like animation characterization and stuff like that. Again, Soul. Phenomenal movie. Makes you think about life in ways that you might not want to. But it's a great movie. But yeah, I think it's like you're just looking away. Okay, it's fine. It's up to you.
I don't know.
Go for it. But yeah, it was just like yeah. Otherwise, I did like it. What else did we watch? Watched Wonder Woman, which was fun. I don't know. Wonder Woman was weird. I don't know what to say, but I'm not going to talk about that too much because it was interesting to say the least. Yeah, what did everybody else get up to over the last little break? Watch any good movies? Play any good games? Anything like that? I wanted to get into Tarkov, but I didn't because that game is terrifying and I don't want to play it alone. But that's the way I feel about most online games. I just don't want to play them alone. I think that's kind of one of the reasons why I stopped playing StarCraft. It felt really weird to do that. Yeah, I mean, with the beef, if you want, in the past I have added oil, and I've oiled the pan before, and I have added salt and pepper. I just don't think it really does anything too much, and it all goes in anyways. But I've already explained that. What else have we done? What have we done this year? Or last year? Oh yeah, we did the escape room thing. What's it called? It's like Mystery...
The Brotherhood?
The Brother?
Mystery Box, I think.
No, it's like Mystery Towns. Anyways, there's this online escape room.
Mystery Towns, yeah.
Mystery Towns. There's this online escape room that we've done over the past couple days, past week, I guess. But we've done 2 of them. They're super fun. I would highly suggest it. Mystery Towns, not affiliated with anything, blah blah blah. But yeah, it was a fun little it's basically like asking you questions, then you have to kind of Google the answers and kind of figure out. So it'll give you I don't want to spoil too much, but it was a fun time. Really really good. Some of the puzzles were a little fun, annoying, but for the most part they've been great. The puzzles that we haven't got, I mean, they just felt a little cheap. But that's also just because we couldn't figure out the puzzles, so it's probably on us. Yeah, I don't blame them. So I've I downloaded the Elgato Stream Deck app, and it rotates with your phone, and that is infuriating. Because I've turned off rotation, and I just want because I pick up my phone and then it rotates in a different way that I don't expect. It's annoying. Yeah, I don't know if you can necessarily see this now. Oh, I did touch something by accident. Let's just jump back over to the stove. But there's a ton of liquid in here already, and that's what I mean about the salt. You just get
you just get more, and like it's not like we're trying to brown this, but like it's not like a steak or anything where you're trying to like getting like a caramelization, or not. That's not the right word. Again, not a chef. You don't really care about that browning as much, I guess. I'm really just trying to cook it to not kill you. This isn't the tasty part of the dish. We've actually like replaced this beef with a ton of stuff. Initially, we were actually there. What's the vegetarian one that we get?
Oh crap! I don't
There's like the life one, and then it's like life good or something. Good life.
I don't remember.
But there's one that we get, and it just comes in like a normal kind of pack of whatever. And honestly, we use it all the time. The only reason why we kind of stopped using it is because it's a little pricey. It's like almost double the price of beef. Sorry. But it actually probably was my preferred method, because like really the beef in this, it's just kind of chunks, right? Like it's just like the actual delicious stuff is the broth and kind of like the tomatoey like chili, right? The beef is just kind of a vehicle to bring that into your mouth, right? So just anything chunky. What I'll probably do later as well, I don't think this is like a classic chili thing. Where'd you put the bread?
In the cupboard.
In the cupboard. So like we have this old, not old, it's like probably a week old sourdough from Blackbird Bakery. It's delicious, but like I'll probably take maybe 2 or 3 slices of this and just kind of like literally throw it in the oven for I think 5 minutes at like 250 to 300 to just kind of dry it out, and then just kind of like throw croutons. I'll like throw some oil and salt and pepper and stuff over the bread as well. I mean, if you stay tuned for the final prep phase, you get to see. Yeah, and then there's just kind of croutons, and again, it's just kind of like more vehicle to get the soup into your mouth. So like you don't need to use beef in any way. We've used pork before, and something about it was a little off. I don't know what it was.
It was too greasy.
Too greasy? Yeah, that might have been
There
it.
was a lot of oil to it that you could kind of see at the top.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really greasy. We have though. There's we live like very close to St. Lawrence Market, and we've picked up some porchetta. No, not porchetta. Pancetta. Pancetta. Aha! We picked up some pancetta and like kind of fried that off and put it on top for like some crispy bits, and that's been really good. So I would definitely say do that if that's been really good. But like we haven't done it a ton because it's just more, right? Like it's an adding on top. It's like a fancy special day chili soup. Alright, sorry, I realized that I did that terribly for this camera, but anyways, there's the beef. So we just got a nice little bowl there. Just gonna put that over here. And now we really just kind of start throwing it all in. So this beef is just gonna kind of sit over there, do nothing for a little bit. I'm gonna oil up the pan. Use a little bit of olive oil. Throw that in, and then we're basically just gonna chuck everything in. I have thought about putting in the garlic later because the garlic burns quickly, but it doesn't taste bad when I do it this way. I'm just gonna do it the way I always do it. So, and then got some pepper. Some of the Scotch bonnet peppers, and some shallots in there as well. I don't think I really want the shallots in right now, but it's okay. And then jalapenos. Yes, I said it that way for a reason. Just kind of throw all that in together.
just kind of let that cook off for a little bit. Sorry I couldn't get this camera a little bit higher.
Use one of those things and see if you can get it higher. Like put the popcorn underneath. Yeah, that's better. And then turn it down a little.
That's good. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, this is all just kind of cooking. Put some olive oil, cheese. If you put as much pepper as I did, this is when your eyes might start watering and you might start coughing a lot. It's fine. Trust me. Just putting some salt and pepper in here. And then just kind of cooking this down a little bit. There it is. There it is. I'm alive, I promise. I'm probably just gonna throw the rest of this in, to be honest. I really need it to sit around for a while. If the beef that you cooked leaves anything behind, like if there's any like browning on the bottom or anything, you'll probably want to throw like a little bit of water or like beer or something, or wine, I guess. I would probably do beer over wine. I don't know why. It just feels right. It feels like more of a beer dish than a wine dish. Anyways, to just kind of like scrape up the bits on the bottom and make sure that that's good, and that's like kind of incorporated into your food. Because yeah, it's like delicious little bits. But like I don't know, the beef that we get doesn't really leave much, so I don't need to. I feel like I don't need to. Excuse me. And then once this is cooked down a little bit, so what I'm going to do now, so it's just kind of like, I don't know, everything just looks a little beaten up, right? Like a little hurt. I don't know. Just throw the onions in. Put the onions in. Let those kind of get to know everything. Kind of get a little translucent, cooked. And then once that's there, then we'll also throw a little bit of tomato paste in. We use this one. It's like, I guess I have to do this way. This one. But yeah. Yeah. I feel like going back to the knife, I feel like this is something that I really need to actually like get professionally sharpened. I did buy, where is it?
It is underneath in the bag all the way over.
Oh, the scrubby brush? I was gonna scrub this a bit.
Oh, that? No, that's just under the sink.
Oh, okay.
So you wanted your stone.
No. Yeah, I did buy like a whetstone to like sharpen the knife properly. But I'm kind of terrified because it has this, I guess you're not really seeing it right now. I just wanted to clean it a bit. Like it has this really nice design on it, right? And it's really pretty. And I did use the whetstone on this knife. And I mean, like I also didn't really take the greatest care of this knife. But like, I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of like beaten up. Here, I'll switch to this, but like you can see there's like a lot of beaten up kind of marks on it. And that was because I'm not very good at sharpening. So because of that, I'm a little terrified. I mean, I did sharpen it. Like it was much sharper than it was before, which is the goal. So we did it, successful. But you know, this is something I'm a little bit more okay with destroying. We're not destroying. You're never gonna destroy it, but like, this is just so pretty. I don't wanna ruin it. Let's jump back over to the stove. All right, this is looking good. Again, nothing too crazy. Shut up. Again, nothing too crazy. Just kind of like everything's beat up a bit. Like it just kind of looks a little, a little translucent, a little slimy. And then we're just gonna like, take some of our tomato paste and like, I don't know, that much? That much? Just put like, just like a little small dog poo in there. I don't know. That's just what tomato paste looks like to me. So somebody, I just stir that up a bit, kind of get that. Again, kind of just get that in there. That cook for another minute or so. And then again, I know I've said this a bunch of times, but really just kind of everything goes in the pot now. Chris, if you're still watching, we're probably going to start. Dead Space within like the next half hour or something like that. I'm dying. I'm okay though, I promise. Yeah. So I think this is good. I really like it to look like. And then really just kind of everything goes in. So we're going to take all of our ingredients. Sara, so we use these like, we did it upside down. Pro tip, cut your beans upside down. I don't know if this is a pro tip or just a tip. But like, anyways, these are just like that's the French side, like the bean medley. And then just some diced tomatoes. But yeah, when you cut your bean, like there's like this goop that gets stuck on the bottom layer because it's like sitting like this for weeks in the store, right? Or like days. I'm looking at this camera, but this camera can't see me, so I need to like. Sorry, I'm learning. But yeah, this like sits for weeks, right? And then it just gets like this sludge. But yeah, then when you do it like this, you get like a clean little thing. I don't know. Things that I've learned. So that's just gonna mix up a bit. Throw in our meat, or again, just avenue for the flavor. Vehicle for flavor. What word did I use?
Vehicle sounds good.
And then lastly, one thing we didn't pull out of the fridge. Oh no, the milk. Almost a hazard. It's just some beef broth. I used to measure this because it was like roughly 1 cup of beans and bean juice. And then I would put like 1 cup of water, and then I switched to stock broth. Because it's just better than water. Again, if you want to make this vegetarian, I guess, like we used to use water before and it was still super tasty. But you can always use like a mushroom or like a veggie broth, I guess. I don't know. Granted, they're fine. We tried to make, and I just kind of like, okay, I guess I should be talking about how much I'm using. I'm just using it until there's like a little film. Like everything's kind of submerged, like that. Right? Like it's just kind of, again, I'm very precise, very precise.
There's a kitty.
I know, there's a cat. There's a cat.
I'll get him.
No, that's fine.
I'll do
I'll join. Eugene time. Eugene time. Ugh. Oh, cat time. Oof.
Come here, kitty.
Why are you taking him? He's fine.
Because you don't want him in your food.
Well, I mean, he gets in all our food anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I use like roughly half of this, I guess. I don't know, just like enough to like cover it. Make sure that I wouldn't be opposed to adding more broth if you feel like it's getting too dry, right? Like, because it's gonna cook for a while, it's gonna cook down. So if you need more, just throw it in, right? It's just why not? Fuck it. Just cleaning up a little bit. And really, this is kind of it. After this, it's just kind of seasoning. So I added a list of seasonings in the Discord, but I guess I'm just going to grab them here. So I put a bunch of stuff in it. Let's figure out where it is. Okay, so first thing I do is I put a decent amount of garlic salt in. This is one of those like optional ones because I don't actually really know if it adds a ton. Again, just like a nice little film. I do have this Italian style seasoning that we get from the Loblaws. It's like no name one. It's really just kind of like oregano, basil, thyme, like the normal kind of seasonings that you can get, right? So like, just put a generous amount of this in as well, like more than you would think. Like actually a lot more than you would think. But I put a bunch of that in. Apparently none of these were open, which is great. I also put a little bit of chili flakes in, because again, kind of like that. Some paprika. It's kind of like a little, again, no measurements, just whatever. If you like paprika, then don't put paprika. I don't care. I need scissors. Oh, I don't need scissors. Technology. I just gotta see it. And then last but not least, just I don't really want organic cayenne pepper. It's just it seems to be the only kind that our grocery store has. And just a little bit of a kind of good thing there, and then just some kosher salt. Again, like that. You can always add more. I'm gonna like during the Dead Space stream, I'm probably gonna be jumping over here and like tasting it, adding some more salt, adding some more whatever, a bunch of black pepper, and then really just kind of mix this all in. I'm actually gonna add a decent amount more salt because I think Sarah's looking at me going, "That's not a lot of salt." I usually put a lot more salt in than I just did.
Just a pinch.
Just a pinch. That's one thing. Like I don't know if this is actually a thing or not, but like one thing I've kind of learned. Oops, we're not in the stove. I guess I didn't. But anyways, one thing I've kind of learned from like watching a bunch of cooking shows is that salt is delicious, and chefs put a lot more in than you think. So I started putting a lot more salt in things, and things got delicious. It's kind of just how it works. So yeah, now I guess I'm gonna clean this up because what else? Might as well. But really, we're just gonna kind of wait for this to start bubbling, right? Just kind of like start getting some bubbles, and then this really just sits. I don't cover it. I have covered it in the past, and I feel like it stays too liquidy. Yeah, it just kind of sits for however long. I mean, if you're gonna like cook it overnight, you probably want to cover it, but we've never done that. We've only ever cooked it for like the day. But yeah, that's kind of it. Now we just wait. How's everybody doing? I'm excited for some Dead Space. So I'm not gonna lie, I did not play Dead Space 2. But I beat Dead Space 1. The problem, it's not that I don't like Dead Space 2, I think I've said this on stream before, but I had like, I think the weekend Dead Space 2 came out, I tried to like play all the way through. I also hadn't beat Dead Space 1 at that point. So I just like played all the way through Dead Space 1 in one shot. Kind of like, over the weekend type thing. And then Dead Space 2 came out on that Tuesday, and I jumped right into it, and it was a little bit jarring because, Dead Space, again, great game, but, Dead Space 1 and Dead Space 2 fundamentally are the same game. like you're shooting zombies, right? And I went from like a fully kitted out character in Dead Space 1 to a non-kitted out character in Dead Space 2. So I just didn't. I just kind of went like, all right, I'll postpone this until later, because I'll play it when Dead Space 1 isn't so fresh in my mind. And now it's 2020 and I still haven't played it. So we're jumping into Dead Space 2, but I've heard a lot of when the game came out, I've heard a lot of like pretty negative things about it, but over the years I've heard more and more people kind of talk about how great the game is, and how it was more so just kind of different from the previous two, I guess, right? Like the first two were more so like horror, you're alone on a spaceship, kind of games, and this one's, it's co-op, right? So like, how do you make a co-op horror game? But from my understanding, they've done a lot of really interesting and innovative, but interesting things with the co-op dynamic. I know of a few of them, but I don't really want to spoil them for the stream, I guess. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm just interested. I'm interested in a game that does something different that not many games have done since. That I know of. There's probably a lot of games that have done this, but can't play everything. As much as I try. Yeah, I think that's so this is kind of at the point where it's like just bubbling a little bit. I'm gonna turn this down to like, I don't know if you can see the stove, but like this. Every stove is different. I know that's useless to most people, but I leave it a little bit warmer than just kind of like simmering, kind of like a medium low, I guess. Yeah, and then this really just kind of chills. And yeah, again, if you're interested in staying the whole time, so really, I'm going to be plating this up once it's done simmering for about 3 to 4 hours. We're going to plate it up with, probably I'm going to make some croutons, put those on top. Otherwise, just like cheese, sour cream, and then we eat it with Tostitos chips or tortilla chips. And it's delicious. I don't think I actually got Tostitos chips this time. Did you pass me the bag? What did we get this time? We got this like PC lime and habanero chili ones, which I had a few of, obviously, because the bag's open. They're good. I didn't get the same ones because like life's monotonous isn't enough in 2020, so let's try something new. But yeah, I guess that's kind of it. That's kind of the cooking stream. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a break because, like by break I mean like 5 to 10 minutes, because I need to move the cameras and stuff back to where they were before. But we're gonna stay live probably for all of it. Moving the cameras. I don't know. I'll just put that on. Put this on like starting soon, and then yeah, we will have Dead Space in a little bit. Granted, I realized I haven't really chatted with Andrew about that, so we need to make sure he's good too. Anyways, Dead Space starting soon, and then we're going to finish up the stream with plating the chili. Otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll be back in 5 or 10. See ya. Alright, that was super fun, but before we get to plating and while I play some games, I just wanted to say thank you for watching this far. If this cooking/streaming idea interests you at all, then definitely like and subscribe and comment down below. I do plan on doing this again, so if you want the most up-to-date information on when this might happen, join the Discord, link down in the description, and maybe next time you can cook along. So this was something that was a little bit different for us. Normally if you streamed into Dangerous to Play Alone, you would see something along the lines of this.
Kind of went back.
Ah, come on. How have we not killed each other yet?
Oh my god.
You have dropped the diffuser. One friendly operator remaining.
Dangerous to Play Alone is actually a group of streamers that stream a variety of games, from Dead Space 3 to Rainbow Six like we saw today, even Rocket League or whatever the latest release is. You'll find it here. So if something like that interests you, then definitely follow us over at deephell.tv and you'll get notifications of when we go live. And remember, it's dangerous to cook alone, so let's get to plating. There we go. All right, there. You can see everything. There we have my hands. Okay, so all we're gonna do, plate this up. I realized that we didn't do the, let's go for the ball. Just gonna pick that up. I just kind of want the face cam. I don't know if I want to set that up though. Alright, so we're just gonna open up the avocado. Oh, that's a little bad. Good. You didn't see that. That's why you don't use dull knives. This is a very dull knife. Just gonna cut that out. Alright. Then we're just gonna kinda slice it up a little bit. Those brown bits over there. Just kinda do a little crosshatch thingy. That lets us really easily just kind of tear it out. Maybe, sorry. Just gonna quickly set something up here. Alright, there we go. Lighting's not perfect, but you get the general idea. Sorry, this is the bit that I didn't super plan out. Anyways, just cutting up some avocado. Just get some I just have a crack of little cheese. It melts really nice. You can put whatever you want in here, as long as the cheese melts. That's all that matters. Get an actual knife first. Long enough to actually cut the cheese. Just cutting them into slices. You can shred this, I guess. I don't know. This is just what I do. Just got like 8 slices, 4 for each bowl. Oh, I didn't make croutons. How much do you want croutons? I might just tear up some bread and put it in. I won't dry it out. Is that okay? I will probably just do that. Anyways, let's take this now. Oh, it's kind of fallen. And really all we do is get a ladle. you go. Complete number 1. Now this is like, you can make this with a lot more substance, I guess, if you put more meat and just more liquid in it. What we used, it's kind of good for like 2 bowls. So it's 1 for each of us, and then like usually I have kind of the rest as like a midnight snack type thing. Just spend this time with those. Ken? Yeah. I kind of fucked that up, but whatever. You're done. And some more cheese. And there you go. Some salt and pepper. And there we have the chili we made all day. Didn't take like what? I think that's like half an hour of actual work, maybe. Sorry, no, more like an hour, you know, putting it together, getting all that stuff set up. But there you have the chili. I guess that kind of brings that to a close. So thanks for I walked behind the mic. Kind of brings that to a close. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We will be posting I guess that's kind of it for the streams this week, but jump in the Discord and see if anything's going on, and yeah, have some fun. But yeah, we had a great day. Who do we have here today? We had NM John, Cam Kennedy, the Dirty G, Amika, Krith. Everybody jumped in for a while. It was a good old fun stream. But yeah, I guess that kind of ends that off. But all right, let's get this going again. But yeah, sorry. It's been a long day. I'm very tired, but yeah. I guess have a great 2021, everybody. Thanks for supporting DPAL for in any way that you have, and let's just kind of start this year off and kick some ass. So have a great 2021. Have a great weekend, and see everybody soon. Bye.